Alright guys, so I'm going to get into the story. Honestly, I've been keeping this from you guys for a long time, and it's honestly just hurting my head, so I'm just going to get into it. I don't have my Jetta anymore. I got rid of it, guys. Honestly, it's been 3 to 4 weeks, and you're probably curious about what happened to that car, and I will explain in detail what happened to that car. As time went on, guys, I went to different jobs. I went to a couple jobs, and honestly, I got this job that I landed, which was a pretty good, position for me and opportunity. I worked at it for literally not even 4 days. It was Kia. Now, what happened with Kia was that I went in for my training after orientation, because there's orientation, then it goes training, and then you go to the floor on the third day, and pretty much I don't even think the fourth day, I woke up and I was putting oil in my car, because what happened was I did an oil change on my car, guys, but I wanted to add a new oil pan to it too. So I put a new oil pan on my car. Like, I put the seal in between the block and the pan, but I didn't put the leveler sensor on. It was just a piece that came with the pan from factory. So me being the person I am, the oil was literally leaking out the bottom, guys. And this was at around 5:30 in the morning I was doing this, which was kind of stupid for me to be doing it at 5:30 in the morning. I should have done it the day before. But the thing about the seal, guys, you got to let your seal on your car on the oil pan dry for at least 8 to 24 hours minimum. Has to be at least almost a day. And honestly, it was kind of just really stupid of me to be doing that, because I really kind of screwed up, made a mistake, and, I had a ride to work. So I was on my way to work, going to Kia, and pretty much the one service manager texted me out of the blue saying, "Hey, we don't think you're going to be so-and-so for this company anymore, like a good fit." Which was kind of crazy, because I got a call from HR the next day, and they were congratulating on me getting hired and giving me my packet for benefits, and I'm like, "Bro, I got fired. I got let go." And they're like, "How'd you let go?" And I was like, "Well, ask Woody." So, not to put his name out there, I'm not going to say his full name, but he was a service manager at the Kia that I worked at. And unfortunately, it was just in a stupid position that he just basically terminated me. I didn't mess up on any cars. Nothing was involved with the situation. He just let me go that morning because I texted the guy at 5:30 to 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, HR said that he would have been up at that time, so at perfectly time that I texted him was just to let them know that I was on my way. I have a vehicle. I didn't have a ride before, but then I had a ride. So how does this resolve to the car factor? Well, I'll explain that too. So as I got let go from that job, I didn't have a job for at least a month and a half, maybe 2 months, 3 months. It just never, I couldn't get a job, because right now in this age, guys, it's very hard to get a job, depending on where you work. Some jobs you're just not hiring. A lot of jobs you're laying off or unemploying people. And I basically didn't have any way of getting unemployment out of that job either, guys. Since I got let go from Kia, I probably could have caught some unemployment, but the unemployment factor wasn't played into it, because it was only 3 to 4 days I've worked there, and there wasn't enough time to prove that I was, working for that company. So I basically had only a couple options. Was either lapse the car loan, basically just keep it until they tow it, or give it back. And I never told you guys this, and this was just personally just something I couldn't just bear to tell you, was my payments on that car alone was $465 just for the car payment. Now keep in mind, my insurance was $600, guys. That's right, $600 for a car that wasn't even a sports car, wasn't a Maserati, wasn't a Ferrari, wasn't any of that crap, wasn't even a Porsche, wasn't even a Camaro or a Mustang. It was $600 for this car. And I'm 22, guys, and I know the age factor and everything plays into it, but honestly, that was a stupid thing that would be, it was honestly just stupid. But the point is that the insurance company was basically saying that, whatever so-and-so happened on this day was my fault, when it really wasn't my fault. I wasn't in the wrong. The other insurance company deemed that the other guy was in the wrong. So they put that against me now on my insurance for some reason. And pretty much, I just wasn't able to afford the $1,100 to $1,200 for the month, for every month of the car, because it just was way too much. So I decided to give the car back. it was probably a best move on my end because honestly, I got out of that situation. I don't got to pay that $1,200 anymore. Now, I don't know how much the car is going to get for at the auction. I haven't worried about it yet, but when they call me, I will. But this is just to tell you guys what happened to the car because I really wasn't blunt and straightforward with you guys about the car situation. I just kind of let it go and just decided not to tell you guys. Honestly, I care about your opinions and your thoughts, so comment down below if you thought it was a smart idea. Honestly, if you have no money, guys, and you're kind of in a situation, it's like, you know, you have to do what you got to do to get it through, right? But anyways, guys, I'm going to end off the video right there. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you think about the situation. Honestly, if that was a screwed up situation, it was, but let me guys know what you think. Honestly, I'll catch you on the flip side, and peace out.